All right, we're going to try something a little different today. We are going to unpack this incredibly complex and personalized system for learning. And you know what? The best way to really wrap your head around it is to start at the very end, right at the final exam. Let's just dive in.
Okay, so check this out. This is an actual quiz question from the system we're exploring. STT logic? Nodal donor? I mean, what? It sounds super scientific, right? But the terms themselves are just alien. It honestly feels like a final exam from a parallel universe. And, well, that's kind of the whole point. This question is our way in. It's designed to make you ask one simple thing.
Yeah? What on earth is limbic alchemy? Is it some kind of game? A new philosophy? A really weird branch of science? This is the mystery we're going to unravel together. And to get the answer, we have to start peeling back the layers of the system that created that bizarre quiz question, one by one.
Okay, so to figure this out, we've got to start with layer one, the study engine. Because behind all that wild, fantastic language about limbic alchemy is something incredibly structured, a really rigorous academic framework. This is the how behind the whole system. And boom, here it is, our first big reveal. Just look at this direct translation. Limbic alchemy is simply organic chemistry. STT is a stand-in for acidity, and a nodal donor, well, that's just an acid. This isn't just playing with words, it's a complete systematic reskinning of a really tough subject, basically transplanting it into a whole new world.
And this just shows you how serious the system is. It's a complete learning module, right? You start with pre-lecture sheets, full lectures, then homework. But, and this is so important, look at the end. It builds in these rigorous end-of-module reviews. You've got quizzes, you've got practice tests, all designed to make sure you've actually mastered the material before you even get to that final review sheet. So that's the what of the system. Now let's get to the why.
And that brings us to layer two, the parallel universe. This is the why. Because running right alongside that academic framework is this massive, sprawling fictional universe called the OX canon. And it's the narrative engine that powers this entire thing. So just to give you a taste of this world, look at its foundational law, flow physics. The whole idea is that energy, information, and structure are all in this constant balanced dance. If you create something here, something else has to shift over there. It's a universe built on a principle of conservation that's both like physical and also deeply ethical. It's pretty cool.
And the scale of this thing is just immense. Meet the Way engine, or Worldline engine. It's described as a cosmic circulatory system that literally keeps countless timelines and realities from just collapsing into chaos. This isn't just some story backdrop. It's the core metaphysical machinery that makes this whole universe tick.
This slide just gives you a little glimpse of the incredible depth here. The world building, the canon, it has its own pillars. You've got a government that's structured like a human nervous system, a data network that's a mix of the internet, a blockchain, and, get this, civic memory. There's even a language where the tense is encoded in how you breathe. It is a completely realized universe, and the sheer breadth of it is just staggering.
So this all brings us to the final and maybe the most important layer, the Duosaurus OS. How in the world do these two massive things, the super rigorous study engine and the sprawling canon engine, actually connect? How do they become one integrated system?
And this table just lays it all out with this really elegant logic. It's a purposeful one-to-one mirroring. Organic chemistry becomes limbic alchemy. Biology, that becomes vitology. But what's really amazing is that even these super abstract concepts from the lore, like the We engine keeping timelines straight, are mirrored in real-world engineering ideas like process continuity. It's literally a perfect dictionary between two completely different worlds.
And that system has a name, Duosaurus. It's actually beautifully simple when you break it down. Two parallel sources of information, the canon and the study, running together in a single coherent operating system. One fuels your imagination and the other fuels your intellect. They work together.
But here's the thing that makes Duosaurus so powerful. It has rules. There's a really strict three-layer separation protocol that's always in effect. First, you have the X canon. That's pure fiction, pure lore, no personal stuff. Then there's the study layer. That's the real academic content just dressed up in the canon's aesthetic. And finally, the author layer, which holds all the personal notes and feelings, but it is completely firewalled, private. This is crucial because it ensures the creative and academic parts support each other without ever messing each other up.
So, when you put it all together, what do you really have? Well, you have an engine for learning, a deeply, deeply personalized system that's designed from the ground up to build coherent knowledge.
This quote from the source material really is the core philosophy of the whole thing. Stagnation equals death, flow equals life. And this applies everywhere. In the fictional universe, systems have to adapt or they die. But it also applies directly to how we learn. To stop learning, to stop connecting new information, that's stagnation.
So the ultimate takeaway here is this. DoaSource is so much more than just a cool creative project. It's an engine designed to fundamentally transform the act of learning itself. It takes this abstract, sometimes intimidating information and turns it into a connected, living system. It gives knowledge a story, a purpose, and a place to belong.
We've just unpacked one person's incredibly elaborate engine for learning. It's really a testament to how we can consciously design and structure our own minds. And that leaves us with one final question for you. What kind of engine could you build to power your own learning?